Hello everyone, Jet here, and welcome to a new campaign, guys. Now, some of you will probably guessed I'm playing Skeggi. So this is using the faction unlocker, which is linked below in the comments, guys. Now we're just going to jump straight in here. I do not expect this campaign to last long, guys. Simple reason that I am going to be outnumbered on all sides here, guys. My best bet is to capture Hexalotl as quickly as I can, but Hexalotl has a really solid and nasty garrison, but it is a settlement I can take and use to build things from, and it's a big settlement. The other option is also Lothen, but I prefer not to annoy the High Elves. Ulthuan's also very good because it's got a lot of ports which I can obviously use to build outposts on. The outposts don't really make you a lot of money, though the ports will make me income. So it's an interesting one. They are my two sort of early-ish game targets, guys. That said, we are in an interesting and tricky early position here, guys. Last time I started this as a test run, I had an extra army early on. I'm a little confused as to where it's gone. But never mind. That's actually not a bad little starting army we've got there. Our first battles are probably going to be against the Humies down here. Don't know if regiments of any of these will work, by the way, guys. So, sorry, if any of the monster hunts will work together. Then we're going to get ourselves some marauders and a unit of spears straight out. And let's look. Let's grab war tools to buff up our marauders to start with. If we can get any monster hunts, I suspect they're all going to be set up in the far north still. So they're probably not going to be in useful places for me to actually do them, guys. Which will be more annoying. Now, if Hexalotl is wandering off, there is always the other option, as I could just psycho charge in behind and try and take their capital, but that's gonna be very, very risky to do. Obviously, I've also got the High Elves near me. As I said, I'm in a very nasty position here. My best bet is one of my best bets is actually to make good friends with the words are failing me, with the Dark Elves as a sort of buffer, but they may well take advantage of me because I'm never going to be particularly strong here either. In fact, I'm going to want to be being quite aggressive very early here to actually get much done. See, even now, as a small settlement, that's got a nasty garrison, guys. Another unit of spears. Do like that. We do get one thing we do get here is we get access to the cold ones through our warhound kennels. I don't know if that's just this settlement or if that's being these guys in general. This is certainly going to be an interesting campaign. I would be interested if this ever gets run as DLC, because I imagine you'll get either be able to settle down here or you'll get some other buff. We'll see how this goes. Obviously, we've got Aleph up there as well, who's probably not going to be friendly with me. To be there, nobody around here is going to be friendly with me, so as I said, I want to be careful. It's going to be a tricky starting position, this. So many factions, guys. They will disappear off early. I think there's a few more as well due to the faction unlocker, which is interesting. Does make the game a lot more fun. What? I wasn't expecting this from a faction unlocker. Default based on regions. Okay. Hmm.
Raise Sigma, slaughter the sheep.
I've not got too much income left.
In agreement.
Let's get one of them. So we've got at least some... Oh no, we've got plenty of ranged actually. We've got some good range there. Got a couple more spears will do. Okay. Once we've done that, we're going to have to look at actually pushing, guys. Just to actually work out what's going on. So no, we've got the default Chaos Invasion here, guys. Also, I mean, I'm Norsca, so the Chaos Invasion is not necessarily a bad thing for me, depending on how it works. I've not got there in my other campaign yet, and as I said, I don't actually expect to live long enough for it to be a real issue, guys. So we will have to see how this goes. It really is a shame that nobody around me likes me. I very much want to make friends with the Dark Elves, especially Marathi, because she's another Chaos Corruption spreader. So actually having her would be on side would be very good.
Dreadlord, awaiting command.
War unceasing.
We are gonna sneak into here. Do a little bit of raiding. See, I just don't think I'm powerful enough to take that on. And their skink cohorts, 2 temple guards, 2 croxies. Yeah, I know I'm not strong enough, even vaguely strong enough to take that on yet. That said, I could probably push out another army here to back me up, which would make me much more powerful. And Hexalotl is a really, really good settlement for me to get hold of, because well, as you can see, it's a capital, which means I can build in it. It's also a maximum size settlement, so I'd get to be able to build a lot more units. I think I'd get to be able to build a lot more units there. It's possible that as Norscan it will reduce the amount of stuff I can build there, but between there and Skeggi I should be able to build everything. Kind of wish that these areas at least were kind of converted to normal Norscan settlements, because that would help massively. They're building up quite a bit.
Chieftain and shrine. Despoil and ravage.
Favored of the Witch King. I could cut you down in an instant, so speak with gladly.
That'll do.
You have the stench of Druki on you.
Favored of the Witch King.
By the comet.
I don't want to take them in their town. I could head down here and batter some Skaven settlements, but we could just slide around and take Swamp Town actually, or burn Swamp Town. That's what I want to avoid. Mazamundi has a big stack there, and potentially does not like me much. We're going to make a move on Swamp Town actually, guys. It's a bit of a risk, but I'm hoping I'll pull them out. So we're going to come down and try and capture Swamp Town. Hopefully we'll pull them out of Port Reaver. Don't know if we'll capture or we'll sack Swamp Town. What I ideally want to do is I want to build up some armies. So sacking these places is going to be quite good for me for the time being. Just to get my income up so I can build a second army, at least a second full army, so I can take Hexalotl, guys. We're going to have to play this very carefully, early game. The issue is by playing it carefully. If I play it too carefully, I will actually potentially lose by that as well. So
Overrun the world. Understood. Sent by the serpent.
I'm hoping to pull these guys out. But if that army pushes north, I'm in trouble. If that army pushes north, this could be a very short campaign. It's not something I really want to be saying, but... See, he was worried about me being here. Which is kind of fair enough. Skull Reef over there. I want to get a Lord out to capture that. That's what we've not done yet. We don't have a Sea Lord going, which is something we really should have already. We can afford it. So I should have a Lord whose job is to sit at sea picking up all these reefs. I realise that's another gold mine there. So there's a couple of gold mines near me. But I don't know if I get access... I don't think I get access to them if they're in a outpost, unfortunately, which is annoying. Same as I don't think I get access to that Elven Port. There's some more Skaven now. What I want is these Skaven to keep pressure on to protect me a little bit and help open up some areas for me.
Dominate.
There we go. I thought it was already a war with them, actually. We're just going to do a quick auto there, because we'll have our troops back in no time. We're going to sack that for the income for the time being.
Slaughter the sheep.
We've only got him. He's got Infernal Dominance, which is really good, actually. Plus 10 melee attack, all units. So he will potentially be being used as an actual Lord long run. Route Marcher to start with. Always Route Marcher to start with, guys. And drop ourselves into a Raider camp for this term. Obviously, we're going to have to push north again to keep an eye on Port Reaver. But we got ourselves a nice chunk of income there. And we're going to be able to build up a bit more now. The real thing is, dealing with Mazamundi is going to be problematic. I don't want to let him get too big, but at the same time, I can't face him at the moment because he is too powerful. Might not sack Port Reaver. I might actually capture Port Reaver when we do it, then head back down and raise or sack Swamp Town. I'm gonna want to get the extra weapon damage early here from sacking settlements. One of the options when you raise settlements is you can choose to raise them to a certain person, and one of them gives you access to each different god you raise the settlements to gives you a different buff. One is weapon strength, one is cheaper units. They are by far the best too early on. Odd having to play this carefully.
Chieftain of the tribe. It is done. On the prowl. Despoil and ravage. I submit. Done. Marauding.
I'd like them to pull out and go for me, actually. Ooh, that's Beacon of Dawn. It gives extra Chaos Corruption. Obviously, we can get one of these so we can recruit here as well. Which we're probably actually going to want to do, rather than having these guys out here, is we're probably going to want to build this up over here to recruit these guys with. But for now, I think having a bit of a bigger garrison is going to be more beneficial. Actually, no. We are going to swap this around because I want to get this so I can get more feral cold ones, because they are going to be very nice and very helpful early game. I'm wondering if Hexalotl's a bit beyond me. That said, I've got to take somewhere, so we need to take Port Reaver. That's going to be a difficult fight. If I can't pull that army out, it's going to be a very difficult fight. There are ways I can potentially pull that army out. We can always try and get an ambush off as well, which would be a good way of dealing with them. We'll have to see. Estelia is now at war with New World colonies. That is interesting. I'm not quite sure how that benefits either of them, but we'll have to see. This, as I said, is gonna be a very difficult campaign, guys, and I could very well have bitten off much more than I can chew here. As I said, I'm not expecting to last long. In fact, I'm expecting this to be a short, glorious campaign, and then we'll pick up something else a bit more fun, where I'll actually do a bit better. Skeggi is, I mean, we're surrounded by powerhouses, and I need to expand into certain places, really.
The tribe consents. Sent by the serpent.
I'm going to grab that for the moment, because actually upping my local growth is going to be very helpful to us. Interesting. So I can actually get them all through one building. One very nice building, actually. Okay, why that wasn't built to start with, I don't quite know. I don't actually need this building then. Though we're going to keep it for now because I'm going to use it to recruit some stuff.
Slaughter the sheep. In agreement. To spoil and ravage.
Yeah, I'm going to keep heading looking for little islands and things. I wish I'd known about that longhouse to start with, because increasing my recruitment capacity by +4, guys, means I can just pump armies out when I need to, which is going to help here, actually, because we're going to need to be raiding a lot. Once I've dealt with Mazamundi, once I've got myself set up, we're going to be needing to do a lot of raiding, which means... But we're also going to be in a lot of war very early on, guys, which means we're going to have to keep that aggression on all the time, which is going to be tough, actually, here. As I said, I'm going to keep saying it, guys, this is probably not going to be a long campaign. I really should have said head up for that item, but too late now. I probably also don't want to be right next to the High Elves, because I don't want to annoy them too much. Other thing I probably do want to do is get some trade, find some friends and get some trade agreements. I mean, if I can confederate some guys in the far north, that'd be brilliant, but that ain't happening.
Enslave the Southerners.
And you know what? I'm not going that way because it's stupid going that way.
Yes.
That's really nice. What I'm worried about is if I take Hexalotl, I'm probably only going to get... I think I might still only get 6 slots to use, so recruiting down here is also going to be tricky because I'm not going to have those little side buildings in other settlements, which would generally help me get the bigger sort of garrison setups. I think they foiled my ambush, guys. Oh well, we're just going to go sit and raid their territory then. You know, keep pushing the public order up until they get a few rebellions they have to deal with. That'll sort things for me. I've not really done much other than sack one place, which I autoed, guys, and I'm sorry about that if we don't get another battle. I was expecting to get at least one big battle. To be honest, I'm kind of surprised I'm even still alive at this point. I'm surprised that Mazamundi didn't just come and squish me, because that's what I'd have done if I was him. That's what I've done when I have been him in my own campaigns. Very early on, I just come and squish Skeggi, because why wouldn't I? Okay, they will pay me to raid. I will get a mission to raid this region.
This way.
Overrun the world. Decamping.
Come now, time is precious. Speak, speak.
Right, anybody I know who's eating? Oh, I am not in a good position here. Wow. Yeah, no one likes me, guys. So, generally not much happening. I'm just trying to get myself set up at the moment still. That said, you know, it could be worse. I could be wiped out already. This was always going to be a tough start position. As I said, this could turn out to be a complete non-entity of a campaign, guys. But we'll see how it goes to start with. You know, you never know unless you try. If once we finish this one, I'm potentially going to look at doing an Empire campaign, actually, guys, because I've not played Empire in ages, and I have always enjoyed playing Empire. There you go, we've completed that, so we've got an extra 800 gold for that, which is nice.
Enslave the Southerners.
You know what? We're not poor at the moment. Another infernal dominance. I'm not as good as him with his +10, but they'll do to start with. And this place is really good with all its other buffs. Route Marcher. Oh wow, these not lock each other off. Okay. We'll have a bit of a better look at them soon. Let's reduce recruitment cost, because we're about to be doing a lot of recruitment. And this, guys, this is where this place does well. Because that's going to be built next turn. At which point, guys, we are going to have to attack. But we'll see how this goes. I should have been building that straight away. That should start built for these guys, because that would make a humongous difference, actually, guys, to this campaign. Having that straight away. Potentially make you a little bit too powerful, but oh, you beauties. So we're now going to hit Port Reaver with 2 armies at once. I'm hoping it's enough to take it. Well, it's whether or not I should sack it. We'll probably sack it one turn, take it the next. Then we'll march back down to Swamp Town and do the same. And then we're going to have to work out who we want our first war with, guys. Because we need to stay... Once we go aggressive, we need to stay aggressive, guys. To actually be able to keep going. Ooh. Safri's gone to war with lots of people. The other thing I could do is sail over and do an invasion of Lothen, but Lothen is going to be another place with a really solid garrison, so...
Slaughter the sheep. You have my favor. Laying to waste.
Oh, it's got walls!
Into the fray. Move on them. Wipe them out. Enslave.
Damn! That's actually gonna mess me up.
Dominate. War unceasing. Moving out. Sent by the serpent. Journeying. Yes. Understood. All will.
God damn!
Wipe them.
Well, we're gonna have to take the hit. This is gonna hurt. So we're gonna lose a load of troops due to this. That was not what I wanted to happen. I was expecting them to not have wars in Port Reaver. I'm not going to restart the campaign. If I were to restart this campaign though now, I would straight up have get that haul straight away and batter Port Reaver as early as I can. That I probably shouldn't have gone to war until they didn't have an army in Port Reaver. We have to take Port Reaver next turn. If we don't, that could be problematic for us. So we're going to be attacking here with just a battering ram. It's how we decide to do this. I'm probably just going to swarm the gates rather than try and go over the walls and try and use my my horde tactics to just push through their troops. The issue I'm going to have is they've got a lot of troops in there and they are more disciplined than my guys. So unfortunately I think this might already be our glorious end, guys. I should have gone for the cheap units which have less upkeep.
Marauders all. Into the fray.
Right. Wish me luck. I'm not actually going to use the ram either. I'm just going to have everybody go and physically charge that gate. Similar army sizes. We do have some good units in here, but we'll see how this goes. I've got a feeling this isn't going to go well, actually, guys. Against El Cadavo. So this may be a short-lived campaign. We'll see. But as I said, this one was just done as a bit of fun to see how well this worked, guys. So I'm not bothered if I mess this up straight away. I mean, I'll be a little annoyed, but if it happens, it happens.
Chaos Marauders!
You put that down.
Very well! Leader of savages! Chaos Marauders! So be it!
Charge that gate. Doesn't help they've got that second army there. Well, there's double times my guys head in. See, some of them are taking damage already. Some of them are all the horsemen. Understandably, they're not really designed for this. Oh wow, my frame rate is not liking how many people are on this battlefield. You know what, my other group are going to actually get sent here. And you guys can be grouped. Oh, I just grouped everybody by mistake. Never mind. Because if I break through here, these guys can flank around the back. Probably going to lose my feral cold ones quite quickly in this battle as well, unfortunately. It's double time for a minute. Straight in against their leader, actually. Oh, well, let's hit those halberdiers in the gateway first. They're about to hit this gate. They can take a while to get through that gate. Wow, we're not doing well against these halberdiers. Now they're hitting me with everything. Some of my units are already enraged, which is not ideal, actually. Oh, why do you keep turning? I'm sure I didn't have them selected. I shift-clicked rather than group-clicked, didn't I? We should have just swarmed the walls. God damn. I'm not sure double timing's working on with my FPS the way it is, unfortunately.
On your mark.
Chaos Marauders! Now is our time! Chaos Marauders!
Right, you guys go hit the gate, hit the walls, you can be broken out to try and get around behind.
Leader of savages.
So that you guys can hit the walls. It's going to be faster than doing what we're doing there. And then you can use that to flank around. So all we really need to do is hold the line in here. Right, I'm going to pull my cab out because they're just getting themselves battered in there. They can all be pulled out for now because they're particularly useless there. So they can. We're hitting the walls nicely all over while we're keeping most of them busy there. So actually, if we go up the walls, we can hammer into the sides of them here, which will help. So long as my guys hold long enough. And actually, these guys aren't doing badly. It was these guys who were doing badly. They can sit just back here as a bit of moral support. You guys can charge over there into them.
Yes, Lord! Throwing axes!
Oops, did I accidentally send throwing axes up there? You guys can break out and go up there.
Chaos Marauders!
Lusting for blood.
You guys can charge down there.
Now is our time!
You guys can push into those swords. The issue is it's not necessarily going to help pushing out. This is just going to be a big struggle here. So no matter who wins this battle, both sides are going to be very, very battered. Why are you not hitting that wall?
Battle ready.
Chaos Marauders!
Broken that unit.
That's what the muster's been!
You can charge around here as well. You guys can keep your weight on here. What we really want to do is get people down around the side of there, but we need to clear the wall a bit first.
What do the gods desire?
Oh wow, that's hurting.
Mortal fool!
Marauder, chieftain! Destroy! Smell their fear!
That is a very solid tactic to use actually, and I've used in a few battles. Is sit behind the walls. You don't actually attack. You just sit behind the walls, letting the enemy come to you.
Where's the enemy? Charge!
Right, we are gonna pull down here.
Faster!
Oh no, I should kill them first. Not doing great. We're making headway, but we're not doing great.
Braced for war!
We're getting battered over here, so that did not go well.
Show the masters! Marauder, chieftain!
Yes!
Ready to kill!
Yeah, you guys can all batter down into here then, just to try and keep things going.
Chaos Marauders!
You know what you guys can do? You can all start throwing axes at them.
Gods command me! Chaos Marauders!
Where is my lord?
For the masters!
He better be right in amongst it. He's not in amongst it enough.
Born to fight! For the gods! Chaos Marauders!
I want to break them so we can get these guys down to the flank. If I can break the flank, that will actually really help. We're holding them here nicely with these guys.
Chaos Marauders! Your will! That's what the masters bid! Honor the tribe!
Come on, break!
Blood for the blood god! Attack them all!
Unfortunately, they're just bog standard units. They're not the ones I really want on the wall. I've messed this up. I should have thrown these guys through the gate and the other guys over the walls. That's it. They're breaking enough. We're going to get these guys behind and into them, which should start doing a lot of damage to them. The Empire forces, well, the colonies are starting to break there. We're holding them over here. We're not doing great, but we're doing a lot of damage to them.
You want their eyes!
You guys can actually pull around the back and try and get those gunmen.
For the chaos gods! Bring us to carnage! Chaos Marauders! For chaos! Very well! Quick! Get them!
Why did you do that?
We want their eyes!
There you go. Attacked in rear. That's breaking these guys. That's going to cause a lot more panic in those guys. I'm going to send these guys in just to add a bit of weight again.
Yes, Lord! Chaos Marauders!
You guys can hammer into them and do the same. Get in behind. If we can take out those gunmen, that's going to help there. They're beginning to break. That flank attack has worked really nicely here because we are causing a lot of routes there. So no, I'm happy with that attack actually. We've done quite well there. You guys can keep hitting them. We just need to keep the impetus on here. We need to keep this weight on. We need to keep this push going.
Yes! They will succumb!
Come on, I already told you to hit them. We've got so few units left, but we're going to chase them out at least. This flank's not ideal, but my champions are holding so well. The enemy lord is wounded. That's really good for us, actually.
Smell that fear!
My lord here is doing nicely, and you can see now that's a lot of units breaking. Let's keep this pressure on.
I hear you! Marauder, chieftain! Destroy!
Just need to keep the pressure on here to break them completely, guys.
Begin the butchering! Braced for war!
So these guys up here were fresh, but I suspect we're heading for a mass rout here, guys. So this actually, much as I complained, this isn't going terribly. Let's keep that charge on, guys.
Acknowledged! Battle ready! Immediately!
Oh, those goddamn gunners.
Destroy!
Let's try and break them first. We've not got much here, but everybody here is just going to keep the charge on. You can see some of these units, the morale isn't perfect. As the other guys break through them. Mostly, if I can get into here, we'll do well, but it's getting into them. This has very definitely been a bloody battle.
Ready to kill!
Come on, break through those few last units of swords.
Quick! So be it! Your will! Faster! Our blaze hunger! Drive this bandit!
Oops, I don't want to send everybody that way.
That's what the master's bid! Chaos Marauders!
You guys can all pull around this way. You're going to be split into a flanking group. Again, you guys are going to charge up here. Let's send my cold ones to have some fun down there with the boys. I'm sorry, I can't resist.
Smell that fear! Maneuvering!
That'll do nicely. This could go wrong. They are holding me really nicely there. We need to get behind them and hit them fast. Where did the other guys I sent that way go?
Chaos Marauders! Quick!
Where's that chariot? Right, I sent you this way.
Condiments! Get them! What do the gods desire? Very well. Ha! My gods fall. Blood! They will succumb.
I'm going to try and do the same thing here. We're going to hit the back. We are suffering. I'm going to start breaking more very soon. I'm already starting to break. This is not good.
Yes!
These guys are going to get shredded by these guys behind us, but not much I can do. Yes, there is. I can send the cold ones and the chariots after them.
The dark
Straight into here, please.
honor the tribe! Attack the martyrs!
Let's chase these guys off. That's what we wanted, and there it goes. That rear charge has done everything we needed there. And this is the mass rout, I think, maybe? Come on! Oh, wow! That was tough and not well done on my part, to be fair. I thought I'd be able to bully my way through, push my way through, but I wasn't quite as heavy as I thought I was, guys. That said, a victory is a victory. We have won. We're going to sack the settlement this turn. We are going to siege it out again and knock it over again next turn. So it's going to take a couple of turns to do that. And then capture it. Then we're going to move down on Swamp Town. And then we need to work out where our next targets are. We need to be a very heavy raiding force, guys. I want to avoid annoying the High Elves, certainly early on though, because I don't have the forces to deal with their archers. Their archers are vicious guys, so I want to avoid dealing with them early game. That was definitely a close victory. Yes, we're going to sack there.
On the prowl. Enslave the Southerners.
Alright, that'll do. In fact, we want to raid a camp to start recouping. Up our replenishment rate as well. I don't get any income buildings from here, do I? Wow, I can up my local recruitment capacity. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's good actually for long run. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to think about it, and that's going to be something for next time, guys. So we're still tiny, but we are expanding. As I said, we're going to re-siege. In fact, I'm going to re-siege here and capture it. They are going to get some reinforcements, but not too many. So that should be a relatively easy capture for us, guys. Now we need to work out where we're going next. As always, thank you very much for watching, guys. I do hope that you have enjoyed this. Please feel free to pop any comments down below in the comments section, or jump over to my Discord and say hi. There is a link to my Discord in the comments section, as well as links to my Twitter and my Discord, guys. As I said, I don't think this is going to be a long campaign. I suspect I'm going to get destroyed utterly very quickly, but it's a bit of fun. Thank you very much for watching.